Welcome to the Entrepreneur 2010, where we profile the top entrepreneurs from the annual Entrepreneur of the Year award show. I'm your host, Otelli Edwards.
The Entrepreneur of the Year award presentation ceremony 2010 was a glamorous affair. The Ritz-Carlton Millennial Singapore provided a stunning backdrop to the grand event, attended by guest of honor Mr. Gan Kim Yong, Minister for Manpower. The audience was enthralled by the opening act, a choreographed dance performed by dancers in body art, created by well-known body artist Nixon. The top 15 entrepreneurs were introduced to the audience, amid enthusiastic applause from their supporters. It was a precursor to this star-studded event, full of poise and promise. The winner of the EYA for Info Communications Technology, sponsored by StarHub, was presented to Dr. Loh Lee Yong of MHC Medical Network Private Limited for his accomplishment in integrating info communications technology within his organization. Dr. Loh Lee Yong is no ordinary doctor. In the business of saving lives, Dr. Loh has gone one step further, uniting and simplifying the tedious administrative processes across various networks of outpatient clinics, processes that sometimes cause more pain than the ailments themselves. Dr. Loh started his medical career with the Ministry of Health before working as a family doctor in a senior general practitioner's clinic in Ang Mo Kio Estate. 6 months later, he left to set up his own GP clinic. While running his own clinic, Dr. Loh noticed that the methods of archiving and retrieving patient claims and reimbursements could be further streamlined.
I wanted to do something to basically level the playing field for this solo general practitioner like myself. So what I did was I persuaded about 20 clinics to come together. The whole concept was basically to pool our resources together to secure corporate clients and be able to compete in the market against the bigger players, the good practices. At the same time, we are also trying to achieve economy of scale to allow us to buy drugs at a better rate for our patients. So I knew that these clinics need to be linked up somehow or other through the internet.
Aware that he lacked the business knowledge to run a company at the time, Dr. Loh invited 10 doctors to join him as fellow shareholders and directors. Thus, MHC Medical Network came to fruition.
We came a long way, and now we have about 550 clinics in Singapore alone, and we are processing over 1 million outpatient claims on behalf of insurance companies. We're also helping large corporations, even some of the restructured hospitals, basically helping this human resource manager to manage outpatient claims and simplify the processes and remove all these very burdensome paperwork. Running a business is a very exciting journey, so entrepreneur has to learn how to enjoy the whole journey. I think for entrepreneurs, you should hire talented people, but make sure that the person has integrity, is loyal, and is also a person with a good people skill. There's really no point hiring somebody who's very smart and who has no integrity, or somebody who is not loyal. You train the person up, then the person basically walk away after a few months. You wasted all your efforts and time. And of course, your staff are going to spend practically about 8 hours with you every day. Probably you see more of your staff than your own family. So why not make the journey fun, exciting? The staff, the team has to, get along and enjoy it together.